Well, what a start to the podcast. Sydney's dancing. I sound like a frog. And we are national champions, Sydney Parrish.
It's unbelievable. I'm so jealous you got that hat. First of all, I already placed an order for like 2 sweatshirts, 2 different hats. I have shirts and bags sitting over here. Like everything I wear for the next week is going to say national champs on it. And I feel like I personally won the national championship. So it's crazy to think about.
It's wild. Yeah. Somebody threw me this hat while I was standing there. Like I was like leaning over the edge, like of the field. And I was just like waving at everybody. And somebody just tossed me this hat. And I was like, I love you forever and ever. That was unbelievable. Best weekend of my life, honestly. Like I'm trying to think of other weekends, especially sports wise. Like I really can't. That was it. Like the amount of time we've waited for something like that to happen, the amount of time that Bloomington and all of IU fans have suffered. I mean, that one was for everyone that stayed with that team. You know, that was for the town that raised me, Bloomington. I mean, that was for, you know, everybody who endured heartbreak. It was just unbelievable, Sid.
I think the best was seeing everyone's reaction to the, first of all, the interception, because everyone knew that that's when we won. But just right when the team started running on the field, the confetti's going up, all the Hoosier fans are screaming up and down. Everyone's bawling, crying. And I think that it just meant more to Hoosier fans. Like it meant so much more to us because it's been so long, like you said. And then I put it into perspective, like I took my grandparents' tickets and they were season ticket holders for their entire life. And like what they would have done to be there, it's like they call right away and they're like, oh my gosh, like we need to know everything about it. Like they're celebrating back in Spencer, Indiana. Today I'm in Chicago and I see someone with the IU hat on and we're yelling "Go Hoosiers" to each other, some old man on the street. It's just like, it doesn't feel real yet.
I agree. Nobody slept. That's for sure. I went on MLB Network at 9 a.m. the next day and they're like, have you slept? And I'm like, no.
You're still in the same outfit.
Yeah, I was still in the same outfit. And it's not like I wasn't like, you know, out at clubs going insane. Everybody's like, Trish, where did you go? And I'm like, literally, I went to the hotel lobby, like the team hotel, and saw all of my friends that work for the athletic department. I mean, because the game ended, at like 11:30 or something?
And then it took forever to get back to where you're supposed to go. Yeah.
No. And so then we're all standing there losing our ever-loving minds watching them celebrate for like an hour. We didn't want to leave. The security guards were trying to kick us out. They were so rude. Oh my God, they were so rude.
Really?
They were so mad that Miami lost. They were so rude to us. I was trying to take pictures of all the IU fans celebrating, and they're like, hey, get this picture of me and my brother. The security guard at the stadium was standing behind the picture behind them, going like this and making like an angry face. And I'm like, what are you doing? Get out of the picture. He's like, you guys need to leave. I'm like, no, we don't. We just won the national championship, sir. We're not leaving. And so we didn't leave. I said all day I was going to get in a fight with like a Miami fan or something. I didn't, by the grace of God. But like, I mean, then so we got out of the stadium by like maybe midnight. And then it takes an hour from Hard Rock Stadium to get an Uber. And then you got to get somewhere. So by the time we all went to get drinks, it was 2 a.m. Yeah. And I was just at the hotel lobby bar with a bunch of people from the athletic department, lots of people I was raised with. And we were just having the time of our life. I mean, Sid, it was amazing.
I can't imagine. But what was your initial reaction to, honestly, first, the interception? Because that's really when you knew.
Yeah. I think my reaction to the interception was insane, right? My reaction when Fernando.
Oh my God.
I mean, that was a fearless, gutsy call.
I turned around. I do. After the timeout, they come out and I go, there's no way we're going for it. I didn't have a good feeling about it. I was stressed. So I am like this, completely turned around, not watching. And the lady behind me is like, it's going to be okay. But I don't know why we're doing it. She goes, it's going to be okay. but I don't know why we're doing this. And so I'm holding on to my aunt's arm. And I'm just like, come on, please. And this is her the whole time. She goes, oh my God, we got it. We're getting it. And so I look up, like the big screen was like right here. So I like look up this way and all I see is Fernando literally horizontal sideways. And I almost fell over. I was in the second row, like in the upper level. I literally like tripped and like almost fell over. I was like, it was nuts. It was.
So you're telling me you only halfway saw it? You literally just saw the end because you were so scared to watch it?
Because I was turned around. So I only saw like this. This is all I saw. I look at the big screen and I see that.
This is from a woman who is like used to those like game moments. You're used to playing like when, you know, it all comes down to one play. Right. I mean, you're right though, Sid. In that moment, I'm like, oh my God, we're going for it. And I just thought it was such, like, honestly, for that to be the play that really sealed it. I mean, I know we're talking about the interception and everything, but like for that to be the play that's representative, words are still eluding me. That really represents what this team was about all season long. They were fearless, and they were gutsy. And I loved what Curt Cignetti said, you know, after the game. He said, listen, on the quarterback draw, he said, Fernando trucked the linebacker. He broke tackles. And he said, I know that he's great in interviews. And I know that he sounds all put together and stuff in interviews. I think he said like the all-American kid. And he goes, but that man has a heart of a lion and he is a warrior. And then he went on a rant, Cignetti did, about how he's like, there should have been 2 roughing the quarterbacks. I'm all for letting them play, but you got to call it. Because Fernando's playing at the beginning of the game. His face is all bloody. And then he showed his arm at the end of the game. I mean, I know it's football, right? But that man, and he said it in the press conference afterwards, he goes, we always figure it out. He goes, honestly, it wasn't the easiest thing to do. He was like, but I trust my linemen and we all put our bodies on the line for my brothers. And he was like, that's what I did. It was unreal.
Just, it's such a fun team to watch. And it also like you said, it represented the team, like that possession represented the team, but also Coach Cignetti. Like, did you see the video when they like Mike had it almost him mic'd up and he's like, we're going for it.
We're going for it. Yeah.
Like, and like the team trusted him. He trusted his guys. It was so crazy. Where were you? Could you see it well? Where were you sitting at during the game?
Oh yes, I could see it well, Sydney. Because
I knew you were on the. I know you were literally in the 6th row, but you were on the other side, weren't you, for that play?
Shout out to Instagram. I made a plea on Instagram, and a very, very nice person who I will not out right now messaged me and said, "Hey, I have tickets. I don't want to give them to somebody who's not an IU fan. They're through a company. Do you want them?" And I was like, yeah. And at the time I was like, probably 300 level. Don't care. I'm in the building. Row 6. And I was like,
you were right in front of the interception.
I was right in front of the interception, literally right in front of it. Now, the Fernando touchdown, I wasn't right in front of it, but I had really good seats, so I could still see. Sydney, I literally jumped up on the person in front of me. I don't know this poor man. So if you were sitting in front of me, the IU fan who was sitting in front of me, it looked like he was about like 55 or something. When I jumped up, I leaped up on the back of a chair, and I like put my hand on this man's shoulders. Never met him before in my life. And thank God for his shoulders, because had I not had his shoulders, I would have been falling to my death.
And he probably didn't care at all.
He didn't care because we were all so happy.
Right.
But he was literally holding me up. And I'm like, and I'm losing my mind, and my friend's crying, and everybody around me is crying. And I'm just like, holy crap, we're about to win the Natty. And when we won, I like stood up. I'm like, pumping my fists, and my friend was there who I grew up with. We grew up in Bloomington together. I've known her since I was 8 years old. She snuck down to my seats. She was gutsy too. She snuck down to my seats. She found a seat next to me, and she's taking a video of me just like hoisting myself over this man's body. And I'm like, losing my mind.
I love
it. It was it was amazing. But then Sid, it was amazing to be there, obviously, and I wouldn't change it for the entire world. But let me tell you, when I really got teared up and choked up, and I can't even like talk about it right now, seeing everybody on Kirkwood, like
I think I was more jealous of that.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to be on Kirkwood. I want to be at KOK right now. Like that. Oh, I was so jealous about that. Honestly, I'm so grateful I was at the game. But like to be a college student, I mean, it means so much to you because you even grew up in Bloomington. Like you grew up on literally like on Kirkwood, like going there all the time. It was unbelievable. And the couch that's being burned and nobody stopping them. It was like, I'm so glad.
You're making me cry.
I know.
Like it was so like if you ever wonder like if community matters, like it does. And like growing up here and just like this is home for me and like
living there, like growing up and living there now.
Yeah. And like seeing people who like raised me, like this town and this university raised me, you know?
Mhm.
And like seeing them do something like this. Gosh, I mean, like, and you know what's crazy, Sid, is I just moved back to Bloomington. I just moved back to Bloomington, literally at the beginning of the football season.
Yeah.
You know, it had been a really hard summer. I had one of the worst summers ever of my life. Like, it was a hard summer. And moving back here, I mean, sometimes dreams wait till you're home to come true. And like, that's like kind of what happened. And I'm just like, the same time that I buy a house in Bloomington, my hometown, right? This happens. And it's just like, God, it's like the town that raised me won it all. And to see so many people I grew up with who poured their hearts and souls like into this university and into that athletic department, like it's not just a game. And people are like, oh, it's just football. I'm like, oh, no. It is not just football. So it was just, man, it's just these people who stayed. They're the ones that stayed, you know? And then see Dolson, who also was great. I mean, like what? Like he was a ball boy for Bob Knight.
Yeah.
And then he goes out and hires Curt Cignetti.
I didn't even think about that. Like, I didn't even like put that into like, I did not even think about that. Oh my gosh. Like how amazing it was, obviously as the athletic director, but like he's been here the entire time.
He has been through, he's seen some things.
Like,
I would love to have him on the podcast again. Like we already had Scott Dolson on the podcast, but like I would love to have him on the podcast again just for him to talk like that entire journey. Like because you're right. He has been there since the beginning. Mm-hmm. He hired Curt Cignetti. I mean, this man used to be the ball boy for Bob Knight. And look at him. He just brought a national championship to the Indiana football team. I mean, that's just insane. That's just insane.
Tricia, I heard your phone might have broken during the game. Can you see a visual of what it looks like?
I haven't outed myself yet for this. Let me tell you something, Sid. This is the second phone IU football has taken from me this season. I'm not kidding. I lost it. I broke it. I dropped my phone at I think it was like IU Nebraska, maybe. I don't remember.
Yeah.
It was at Memorial Stadium. Dropped it. The battery got so messed up because I was celebrating. I was jumping up and down, screaming, losing my mind. The battery overheated and you couldn't hold it anymore. It'd burn your hand. Lost that phone. Well, turns out that Fernando Mendoza fourth down call was gutsy enough to make me do this to my telephone.
Oh my gosh.
It is shattered. It's literally shattered.
But you know what? It was worth it. It was worth it.
But you can't pick it up without shards of glass.
And that's okay.
Word. It's awful, but I don't regret it. I mean, you know, I don't regret it. And I'm fine with it. Did you have any casualties?
My phone made it, but my pointer finger didn't.
Oh no.
I was like this the entire game. So
what a warrior. You're like Fernando Mendoza, just getting all bloodied up.
Oh, I'm just like Fernando. So I'm in studio tomorrow with the Big Ten Network, and I'm going to be missing a pointer finger. I think I'm going to have to get it redone tomorrow morning, like early, because this looks ridiculous. But
it's a battle scar. Why don't you just I don't know, paint it white or something, or get a little Fernando Mendoza sticker and put it on there.
Oh my gosh. But you know what I am doing? I'm definitely wearing red and white tomorrow.
Oh my gosh, I love it on the Big Ten Network too.
Of course.
Man, the coverage of that game was so good too. It's just that everybody did.
Timeout. Can we talk about once again everyone thinking that Indiana's going to lose. McAfee's the only one that chooses Indiana, and I'm so over it. I know we mentioned it. I think it was on with Jeremy Gray on the podcast, how everyone still doesn't believe that Indiana is ever going to win anything.
This is my favorite Sydney Parrish. This is my favorite Sydney Parrish soapbox.
I just hate it. I hate it so much. And
but you don't have to hate it anymore. You know why? Because we're national champions, Sid.
And they all probably feel so stupid.
They do, and they should. Why would you pick against us? Why would you pick against Indiana? We went 16-0, and you're still picking against Indiana?
I have no idea.
Kick rocks. Yeah, that's insane. Well, Sid, you know what I did is I decided to cancel class on Tuesday after the national championship.
Yeah.
But see, here's the kicker. Everybody thinks that I canceled class when they won the Natty. No.
A week ago, didn't you?
I canceled it a week before the Natty. I told my students, I said, we are canceling class. You know why? And they're like, oh, and I'm like, because we're going to win the national championship. And you don't need to be in class on Tuesday because I teach a class that's at 9:30 a.m. on a Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
Come on. How mad would you be if your professor told you had to come in at 9:30 a.m. the next day after you won the Natty? That's
almost as bad as like teachers on a Friday of Little Five having class. Almost. Not as bad, but no. It would be terrible. Like having class after the national championship would be way worse.
Oh, it'd be sad.
I don't know if anybody had class.
I don't think so. I mean, maybe. I don't know. If they did, how are you present for that? You shouldn't be. I just like, it's like my students work really hard. And a lot of my students were at the national championship covering it. So It's like, no, you're not coming in to class at 9:30 in the morning. We're not doing it. We are not doing it.
Tricia, do you think that the university should have a statue of Fernando, a statue of Cignetti? Where are they going to put the trophy? What do you think the plan should be? If you were Scott Dolson right now, what would you do?
Oh, I want both. I want a statue of Fernando diving into the end zone after he absolutely trucked that linebacker. And because if you look at it from another angle, it actually looks like the Heisman pose, right?
Yeah.
When he's like chucking through it and he's like, oh, and then I want a statue of Cignetti. I can't decide if I want a statue of him finally smiling after the game, or if I want a statue of him doing his signature like Grinch pose.
Oh, I love it.
What wouldn't you? What do you want?
I think this, but then you have to have one of the Upland beers in his hand.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
He finally got his beer.
Oh, that took me a second. I'm like, what are you talking about?
It's one of his beers because he wanted a beer after the game.
Okay. Connecting the dots now. No, you're exact. That's a phenomenal idea. So, yeah. Scott, if you're listening, and first of all, if you'd like to come on the podcast again, that'd be lovely. And then second of all, we have statue ideas. So that'll be fine.
Will you be at the celebration on Saturday?
Is the sky blue?
I mean, if I lived in Indy still, I would definitely be there, but I cannot make it down. What's the plan for it? Do they have one? I haven't really read much about it.
So it's going to be like, they're going to do the walk to the stadium like they usually do, like it would be a game day.
Oh,
I think the lots open at 10 a.m. So I think people can like tailgate if they want to. And then you go in at you can go in. I think the gates open at like 11 or something. And then you go in and they have the trophy and they're going to have a celebration and all that stuff. So yeah, heck yeah, I'm going. Are you serious? Mm-hmm. I'm trying to decide if I want to throw a party. I might throw a party at my house. I might. So I'm actually very sad that you can't come for multiple reasons, that being one of them, but I might throw a party at my house and just
totally should.
I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to invite all of my Bloomington friends and throw a party at my house on Saturday at like 9 a.m. and have like mimosas and everything. It's going to be so fun. Your game is on Saturday or Sunday?
I have studio Sunday.
Gosh, dang it.
Yeah, I can't.
I so wish you could come. No, but I think that's what I'm going to do. And it's just going to be great. I was trying to convince IU Associate Athletic Director Jeremy Gray after the game. We were all at the hotel lobby bar having a lovely time. And I said to Jeremy, I said, "Are you doing a parade down Kirkwood?" And he said, "I don't think so because it's going to be 17 degrees." And I was like, "I don't care. I think we should do it." So we'll see if he listens to me. He didn't. They won't. But I still think it would be a lovely idea. I mean, imagine everybody standing up at the upstairs pub, like on the top thing, and then like at Nick's and all that stuff. And the parade just like comes shooting down Kirkwood with the trophy and like Fernando and like Omar Cooper and like Elijah Surratt and Pat Coogan just like lifting the trophy, like, let's go.
Yeah, that would be so sick.
Who would you have besides Curt Cignetti and Fernando Mendoza, who we will try to get on the podcast? If either of you are listening, these two IU grads would love to have you on the pod. Who from the team would you have on first besides those two?
Oh my gosh. Okay, give me a second. I feel like I have like so many people I'd want to talk to because everyone has like their own different stories. Like I want to talk to Aiden Fisher because it's like he's a JMU kid that came over. Like when he committed to JMU, did he ever think, one, he would be at Indiana, and two, win a national championship? Like I'm guessing his answer is no. Then I would love to talk to Carter Smith. I mean, he's a guy that stuck through terrible years at Indiana. In the last 2 years, he makes it to a college football playoff. He could have transferred this year and gone anywhere in the country that he wanted because he's good, and he's stuck to Indiana where he came as a freshman, and now I don't know if he has made a decision. I think he's coming back next year, but it's just like everyone has such a cool story. So like I would want to talk to so many different people, and like the Miami guys, like D'Angelo Ponce, that's from Miami. Like I want to hear what he has to say. It's just everyone has such a good story. And I think that's what makes this team so special and so like appreciative of what's going on in Indiana. Cause not all these guys are from Indiana.
No.
But they're like taking the community and the university and like making it theirs. It's just really cool that they like appreciate the fans as well.
You're exactly right. You hit the nail on the head. I think I'm gonna say actually, besides Cignetti and Mendoza, and obviously those guys would be great. I want to hear from Mike Shanahan. That's our offensive coordinator, because I want to hear about that fourth down call. I want to hear about calling games with a guy like Fernando at the helm. Like, come on, give me all the inside like decision making, because Sig was talking in the post-game press conference. He was like, we spent about 45 minutes in the meeting room talking over a play like that, the quarterback draw.
Wow.
And he's like, I want to hear it. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. And if Sig ever comes on our show, you know what I want to have him do? Everybody says all that man does is study film, study film, study film. I want him to break down a play with us. Like, let's go. I want him to break down a play so much so that I don't understand the words that are coming out of his mouth. Like, I want the formula, the rocket science, mad scientist formula. Like, give it to me. I would love it.
We're going to go into next year's like first game thinking that we know exactly what we're talking about, and we still don't. People around us are going to be like, what the hell are they talking about?
Exactly. We're going to be like, remember that time Curt Cignetti? It's like, no. They will always know more than us. We're just here for the entertainment and the good stories. Exactly. And, watching this team win a national championship. Sydney, it's been lovely podcasting with you throughout the football season. We have so much more to come throughout the rest of the year. Isn't that crazy? Hold on, before we go. The first year we decided to do a podcast, Sid, that's like kind of IU centered.
Yeah.
We win the Natty?
Yeah, I would have never thought that. Imagine if it was like the 1-11 team that you covered. What would we talk about? No, like actually, what would
Crying? We'd talk about being sad every week.
We'd be like, so who are we going to get in the portal?
No one, if we were that bad.
I know. No, it's so cool.
I know. I just can't imagine if like, it's just serendipitous, like it gave us so much cool content. It gave us so much joy together. Like, Sydney, we road trip to Atlanta together. That's kind of when you and I feel like I knew you before that. Right. But like, we really got to know each other on that 8-hour road trip. We were in a hotel with 3 girls. They were like, it was the tiniest little hotel. It was just me and Sydney and our friend Alyssa. And I mean, those memories with you meant a lot to me too, just because those are things you can't repeat and you're never going to forget.
Yes, I know. I had the best time, and I'm so glad that we made so many memories this year during football season. Now we just have to repeat it. Now
We do. We do.
We got to get the ball rolling again. I mean, we looked good the last 2 years. Let's make the third.
I love that. And on that note, thank you so much for listening to Sideline Stories. So much more to come throughout the offseason. As we said on the podcast, we're hoping for some phenomenal guests, namely Curt Cignetti and Fernando Mendoza. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. I don't know. But we will try our best. Sydney Parrish, thank you so much.
Bye.